sort of thing. So we'll have.
Hey, we're live, so we're all good. Awesome. How are you going, Daryl and Beth from Beth Communications? You good?
Yep.
Great, thanks.
You might hear the sign in the background.
Now we've been chatting. I've been chatting with Daryl and Beth. I don't know, for 5-10 years these days. So we go way back. These guys are experts in corporate and business communication, which is absolutely fantastic. So you're going to help people next week understand much better all about follow-up, because it's something that's so easy to have great intentions but not actually have happen.
Yeah. So I think most people in business know they need to follow up, and they got a pretty good idea of what they need to do. Probably could fine-tune a few things in that area. The problem is actually getting around to doing it, because life just gets in the way. And when you're running a business, you're thinking about something at 2 o'clock in the morning, and by the time you get around to breakfast, it's gone.
Yes, there are those challenges, those 2 o'clock thoughts. So normally it says I'm letting my dog outside to go to the toilet so that he doesn't do that in the house. But really, it is about, as we were discussing earlier, it's really about helping you do what you do best and letting your business, do better.
Yeah. There are two key areas where we can push activities off. One is staff, and a part of what we do is help people to understand what they are good at and what they can pass on to other people without causing any damage. The other big area, and it's probably one we'll be focusing on most next week, is just getting systems in place which do a lot of things automatically. One of the things I'm keen on, even with ourselves, is you do not have to put a lot of thought into many of the things we put into it, because they are routine and ordinary. But make the decision once and stick with it. And once we systemise things, we make the decision 6 months ago, and we don't have to think about it again. We just go ahead and do it, and that way we can save our brain power for things we need to deal with the customer. When we're not looking for that particular form that we need to answer their question, because we know where it is, we're thinking about what to put on the form.
Absolutely. And that is something that I am notoriously hopeless at, overthinking and then putting way too much detail into stuff and confusing the hell out of people, rather than just underthinking it and going, hey, great to meet you the other day. Thanks. Is there any way I can help? Or here's a couple of ways that we might be able to help each other. So it really is about having the right systems in place and, putting an investment of time and energy as much as anything else up front, so that you can free up so much more time down the back.
Yeah. And headspace.
Yeah. And that emotional headspace is something that is so important, because when you've got 65 things sitting in your head, it's hard for anything to pop out.
Yeah, the cool guy.
Yeah, he was running around, as Daryl said before, like a chook without its head. And he thought he had to do everything. We came in, helped him. He saw that he had trusted employees he could put certain tasks to, put other things into the cloud, and basically kind of took 6 months off his business to go and help his son down in Sydney with a high school musical that the son had to be at and have parent supervision. Talking about dogs.
I absolutely love live shows, because you do get the unexpected and it's always good fun. So it really is about coordinating your business in such a way that you can free yourself up to give you the freedom to run the business in the best possible way that could have you helping out your son. It could have you expanding your business. It could have you spending more time with family. It depends on what your goal is for that, but it helps you achieve the potential of the business.
Yeah. As we're saying, the fortune's in the follow-up, and it's making sure that we do those little things that finish the job off and really make it come in. There's a mate of ours, he ran an aircon business, just a couple of staff. And one day he told me that he was going through his jobs that he had not invoiced, and somehow he managed to rack up about 100 grand in uninvoiced work, just because he hadn't gone through the follow-up, because he didn't have the right processes in place to make sure things happened at the right time.
And that's so important. This can happen at all different phases of your business. It's not about creating automated email systems. It's not about creating, automated invoicing systems per se. It's about looking at your business as a holistic thing, and what could help your business progress further faster.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep. Yeah. One of
Fantastic.
our catchphrases is we look at the information that goes in, around, and out of a business and make sure it works for you.
Fantastic. And that's what we're going to focus on next Thursday at 10 a.m. When we have Daryl and Beth coming and talking about the fortunes in the follow-up. So thank you very much for helping us understand a little bit more about that.
Right.
Our pleasure.